What's up, Sarcastic Army? Welcome to another episode of Total Pokemon Talks. I am Sarcastic Slow King here, and let me just start out by saying that a few episodes have come out since the last Total Pokemon Talks, and I really wish that I could have come out with more before this next episode of Total Pokemon Talks, but that's actually my first point is that I've been pretty busy lately. I've probably said this before, but I'm a college student, and in most cases, school just comes first, and it's actually finals week, or like leading into finals week right now. Finals start next week, so I am gonna be hitting it pretty hard for those. And I have also been super busy with track and stuff. But now my track season's over, so I will have at least a little more time, like right now, to hopefully be making stuff. And so before actually yeah, so I'll just go over. I think what I'm gonna do in these Total Pokemon Talks videos is just sort of talk about the episodes that have come out since the previous TBT. I think I might just do that for one section. And so 3 episodes have come out, 8, 9, and 10. Episode 8 was the Egg Challenge. Yeah, so episode 8 was the Egg Challenge, and I really had a lot of fun with it. That one was 29 minutes, I think. So actually, yeah, I'll talk about the longer episodes in a second. So episode 8, and by the way, we're way past the buffer zone for spoilers. So if you haven't seen the episode, stop right now, put this video down, go watch the episode, and then you can come back. It's sort of like when people tell you not to spoil Star Wars, and you're like, okay, Star Wars came out in December, and it's April, so that was 5 months ago. Yeah, it's been 5 months. So episode 8 was the Egg Challenge, as I've said twice already, and I really liked making the that obstacle course challenge. I really went in depth when I was making the script, and in making a lot of the scenes, like sort of trying to make scenes that you wouldn't normally see, like this scene where Charmander's just drowning. Like, when was the last time you saw in a TPI like a Charmander who's just drowning? Like, that's edgy as hell. And and so it was like that, and like I also in that one I was doing a lot of like cutting back and forth between uh, since not everybody was competing in the challenge, I was doing a lot of cutting back and forth between like the actual challenge and the rest of the campers, watching the challenge. And so that was also, I had a lot of fun with that too. And getting Vulpix with the megaphone, I'm very very happy with that idea. And so um, so, I mean, if you haven't seen the episode, go watch it right now. But if you have seen the episode, obviously you know that at the end, the reward is that the egg that each team had to carry with them through the challenge, it hatches and turns into a Pokemon that will join their team. For Team Gary, it was, I keep thinking I'm going to get these confused. No, Team Gary was Mawile, and Team Ash is Starly, who are both girls, by the way, in case you didn't know that. And so that was that leads me to a question that I have for you guys is what do you guys think of add-ons? Because I have a lot of people, or I've heard a lot of people say like add-ons are fine. You know, I would never, like, personally, I think add-ons are fine as long as you're not going like crazy with it. like I think the two add-ons that I have right now, and I'll tell you right now, spoilers, there are not going to be any more add-ons. There might be returns, but those are different. And so there's only gonna be these two add-ons, and I originally had four add-ons. I originally had um, this egg challenge, and then a fossil challenge because I am a basic ass bitch, and so and so I realized eventually that I was like, no, I don't want to do the fossil challenge anymore. It's just so many times it's been done. It's almost like I don't know what I would be able to do with a fossil challenge. And now that I said that, I just thought of one that who knows, maybe I might include it in the season to come. But the point is that at the time I was like I have no idea what I would do for a fossil challenge because like you go back to fossil challenges in the past, like the one that just comes to mind right off the bat because I watched this episode like actually like an hour ago was Nikki Norris fossil challenge where it was just the campers passing along the fossil to each other and like I don't really I'm not saying that's a bad challenge. I'm just saying there could have been more to it and personally or at least at the time that I was making all the episodes or like making the ideas for all the episodes I had no idea what I would have done with that, like that concept. And I mean, I thought of one just now, but we've come too far to turn back now, I'd say. So, no more add-ons on my show. There might be returns. Maybe there won't. I don't know. It's up in the air. I'm kind of gauging it right now to see what everybody's liking, see what I'm liking, and there might be. But in terms of just straight up just adding on people that were not on the show in episode 1, no more. None of that. So if you guys want to, leave a comment telling me what you think of add-ons, that'd be awesome. Because like I said, I have people who like I've heard people say that you can do add-ons whenever you want as long as you don't go crazy with it and put like add on like 40 people like in the middle of you don't want to add on like 10 campers in like episode 7 like now you're over even if you it's just oh my god it would just be a disaster and I'm pretty sure I did that once in one of my unpublished TPIs. I'm pretty sure I added like 5 or 6 campers in like episode 10 and then like a bunch of those campers that I added on, they just turned into wallpaper, just hit the wall, and you never heard from them again. And that's not what I want for this. Like I specifically like made I made the conscious decision. I was like, I put it down to I either took the fossils or I took the eggs, but not both. And not neither either because I did want to have 2 add-ons. So it was either fossils or eggs, and so I picked eggs. And you see the result. I was going to say Marley and me. No, Mawile and Starly. And so that's my take on add-ons. I think they're fine as long as you don't go completely overboard with them, and then you start like adding on like everybody, like all your original campers are like first form. You've got like Oddishes and like Charmanders, and then you start adding people on. You start adding like Kingdras and like Magnazones. Like what is going on here? So that's my thoughts on add-ons. So that's basically what I have to say about episode 8. A lot of you seem to be on the same page about the elimination, which like I said, if you don't know, go watch it and come back. But I'm just gonna stop saying that because, like I said, we're past the spoiler buffer, I'll call it. So a lot of you were pretty much on the same page about Mean Food's elimination, where it was like it was kind of like the intended reaction that I wanted, where it was like, hey, I'm fine with that. Like I really wanted you all to be fine with Mean Fu getting eliminated because like Mean Fu is like pretty heel, um, which there I go. I'm using wrestling terminology now. If I ever say heel, I mean bad guy, like wrestling terminology. And if I ever say face or baby face, that means good guy. Just throwing that out there because I know I'm gonna slip up and say that eventually. I even wrote in my notes once. I was like, I'm not gonna I'm not gonna spoil who it is, but like insert camper here, heel turn, like going from a good guy to a bad guy. It's yeah. So I really intended for Mean Fu's elimination to be like, all right, that's fine, because she was pretty heel and she was always starting fights with people, and then I thought, wow, what better way to get rid of a heel than to have her feud with another heel, and that was Volpix for you because a lot of you guys you broke me, you cracked the code that that Volpix is a heel, Volpix is leading that evil alliance, and the cat's out of the bag, you guys, and so what better way to take out a heel than by having her start a conflict with an even bigger heel, and then it doesn't really work out. You don't mess around with Vulpix. You don't do it, and so yeah, a lot of you are like, yeah, that was fine. I enjoyed that, which is great. That's what I was going for. So that is the end of episode 8. So on to episode 9, which is the Truth or Dare challenge. Yes, and this is the episode that is 40 minutes long. Or it's 39, but it's close enough to 40, round up. And so this episode is almost 40 minutes long. And it is the longest episode, excluding the first episode of TPT. It's the longest episode that I have had so far. And that made me curious because I was like, oh, I want to know what you guys think about, like, where is your ideal, like, time limit for the episodes? Because I would say mine's like 35, 40 minutes. Like, in terms of, like, watching an episode. Like, I could make an episode for an hour and a half. I could make a total Pokemon movie. Like, in one sitting. Just, boom, there it is. And, I'd have a damn good time making it. But, like, if I go onto my subscriptions box and I see, so-and-so posted a total Pokemon movie and it's an hour and a half long, my first thought is like, oh, I better clear out my schedule so that I can watch this whole thing, because I'm not going to want to watch the whole thing in 5 sittings. I'm going to want to watch it all in one sitting, because I don't want to get, like, in the middle of, like, I don't want to get super immersed into the action of the movie and then be like, oh shit, I got to go to class now. So that's just how I feel as a viewer about episodes that are over an hour long. Like I said, I could make one and feel no remorse and feel great about it. But if I had to watch one, I would want to just watch it all in one sitting. And, like, especially if I'm binge watching the entire season, like, all the episodes are like 55 minutes, an hour and 10 minutes. I'm just like, oh my god, I'm not gonna finish this. Like Nikki Nor's show, I could finish that. Like, I could wake up at 8 a.m., start watching at 8:10, and be done by probably noon. If that's the case, why am I even waking up at 8 then? But then you've got a guy like, what's his name? Michael 545, who I'm absolutely not like saying that his show is bad. His show is great. His show is fucking awesome. Pardon my language, but if I wanted to binge watch his whole show, let's say I wake up at 6 a.m. If I start watching at 6:10, then I might get through like 10 episodes by like 4 o'clock that afternoon, and I'm just like I like forget to eat, and I'm just sitting there like Total Pokemon Island. And I'm tweaking out. I haven't eaten. I haven't slept. Like if I wanted to just like if you took all of his episodes from his season one and made like a mega cut of all of them, it would be I think well over 2 days long. And if you wanted to watch the whole thing just continuously, you would have to just not sleep. I mean, I suppose you could eat. Like I could like pick up my phone and like go to the kitchen and well, this is assuming I'm at home, not at school. Like if I'm at home, I could just like pick up my laptop and go to the kitchen and start eating there without breaking the episode. But like the point I'm getting at is like as a viewer, I see an episode that's an hour or like 55 minutes to an hour long. I get a little intimidated. I say to myself, I don't know if I can get through that whole thing in one sitting. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do in. I don't know what I'm gonna be doing 50 minutes from now, and still have 20 minutes left of the show. But that's where you guys come in because I the question that I'm curious about is what is your guys like ideal time range of like I like watching episodes that are this length. Like for me, mine's like 30 to 40 minutes. If it's like under 30, if it's like 25, 20, that's fine too. If it's like 15, okay, that's fine too. But like I feel like the perfect episode, or at least like my I feel like these last 3 episodes, the ones I'm talking about in this video, they were all, for rounding up, they were all between 30 and 40 minutes. And I feel like those episodes were the ones where you get the most, like, I went the most in depth in, like, the dialogue and the characters and all that good stuff. So I feel like that's just, like, the sweet spot of where you want to be. So I'm curious, like, what you guys think. And if you guys think that I'm not putting enough character development in my episodes, even the ones that are like 30 to 40 minutes long, I can change that. I can like I said, I would very much enjoy making episodes that were 50, 55 minutes. The real problem is like having enough content to fill the episode. That's the real thing. And so that's why I feel like these 3 episodes that I'm talking about in this show, those are my 3 best ones. But at the same time, I feel like they're gonna get better than those ones. And so, but if you guys want me to make less, which I don't know why you would, but you just let me know in the comments below. And so episode 9. So now I'm gonna actually talk about episode 9. Episode 9. What happened in episode 9? I probably should have watched the episodes before shouldn't I? Oh, wait, yeah, episode 9. Baneri went home. Spoink flipped her shit on Charmander. And that was yeah. So that happened. And then it's hard to talk about the episodes because like I have so much planned in my head that like all these storylines that are like intertwining, and I don't want to like slip up and just be like, oh, so and so is about to align with so and so, and I'll be like, oh, god damn it. But yeah. So Spoink flips her shit on Charmander, breaks up their alliance. Yeah. So pretty much pretty much like everything. I want to know what you guys think about that. Do you guys like that? Did you guys like that? And when I said that I wrote somebody turned heel in my notes earlier, yeah, it was Spoink. So Spoink turning heel. Did you guys like Spoink's heel turn? Do you think Spoink needs to just fucking relax? Yeah, let me know what you guys think. And yeah, so episode 9. Yeah, episode 9, the Truth or Dare challenge. It was a really fun one. I wasn't sure. I have a whole list of like what all the episodes are going to be and what all the challenges are. And for episode 9, it was actually originally something different. It was actually I ended up switching around some of the challenges. But yeah, I actually ended up switching around some of the challenges, and like the Truth or Dare challenge, like for episode 9, that was originally supposed to be something else. Actually, one of the challenges that's coming up in the next few episodes, that was supposed to be the the challenge for episode 9. That was supposed to be the challenge for when Baniri went home, but I was looking at it and I was saying to myself, okay, so how am I gonna get this challenge? How am I gonna, sort of work Baniri's elimination into it? And I just couldn't really think of anything. So I was like, you know what, forget it. I'll move that one to a different episode and I'll come up with a different challenge for this one. And that's what I did. So that was episode episode 9. And next is episode 10, which is the trivia challenge episode, which I had a lot of fun with. And I sort of wanted to stray away from, because a lot of TPIs that I've seen, they have like a trivia type challenge, but I wanted to sort of stray away from that and sort of be a little different. And like, because a lot of those challenges will be like, all right, both teams have 3 people in there, and then you can answer the question or you can sub out, and then somebody else comes in. But and it's just like, you know, whatever the question is. Like the one that comes to mind, obviously, is Nikki Nora's trivia episode, where they just had a bunch of questions. But I wanted to make mine more like Jeopardy, which was pretty fun, like making the board and designing all the questions and stuff. And so I wanted to sort of stray away from the whole, 3v3 subs are allowed. So I was like, all right, we'll do 2v2, no subs allowed. And then I had Corsola get taken out of the challenge, like close to the beginning. So Cacnea had to, do the whole thing by himself, which, I really liked it. So I hope you guys liked it too. And in that episode, Snivy goes home. Yeah, we'll be seeing more of Snivy. We'll be seeing more of pretty much every camper that gets eliminated, because I'll probably wait until a future Total One talks to actually talk about this more in depth once this actually happens. But when it comes time for some people to possibly come back, then something interesting is going to happen. And yeah, so that's going to be fun when I get to that. But that's not for a while. At least in my plans, it's not for a while. So yeah, so I just will wait for that, and then but if your favorite camper has been eliminated already, don't fret, because it won't be the last you see of them. You might only see a little bit more, but it definitely won't be the last that you see them. And so yeah, so episode 10, Snivy went home, all that good stuff. Meryl is actually a character now instead of just wallpaper, which is fun. So I just want, yeah. What do you guys think of episode 10? What do you guys think of Meryl sort of breaking out of that mold that Snivy sort of had her in and stuff like that? And what do you guys think of the challenge too? Did you guys like the trivia game? Was it original enough? Like, I know the whole idea of the trivia challenge isn't very original, but if it's original enough, that's good for me. So let me know what you guys thought about episode 10 as well. And yeah, so now let's move on from the past. Let's talk about the future. So, as obviously episode 11 comes after episode 10, but there is a nice little special little bonus episode that I'm coming out with before episode 11, and I've been writing this little bonus episode for a while, for like a few weeks, and it's not to make it seem like it's gonna be terribly long, but because like I haven't had a lot of time to just like sit down and just bang out the whole script. So I've been working on it like bit by bit, and yeah, so that is going to come out before episode 11. So expect this bonus episode, and then expect episode 11. I would love to ideally get the little bonus episode done this weekend, and then hopefully get episode 11 done by the following weekend, because my last final is May 10th. So I don't move out of school. Like this week right now is like basically finals preparation week. Like all the classes are winding down and stuff like that. And then the weekend, and then Monday is regular. Like Monday is, we still have classes. Tuesday is reading day, so we don't have classes. Wednesday is when finals start, and my last final is May 10th. So that's like a week after finals start, and yeah, that's not gonna be fun. But the point is that I won't be moving out yet until May 10th or May 11th or whatever. So I will still be at school, and ideally will have, you know, at least more time to work on the episode, which let's see, what is episode 11 going to be? Oh, let me just look at I took a picture of my episode plans. Let's see. Episode 11. Oh, okay, yeah, that's going to be a fun one. So that might be kind of long as well. So yeah. So that should be fun to write and then make. And yeah, so ideally that'll be done the weekend following this upcoming weekend, and then, you know, we're just gonna keep them coming, because after that, you know, I move back home to my hometown, and it's the summer, and you know, the summer is going to be relatively free for me, because I'm probably, instead of working like 5 days, like 5 days a week during the day, I'll probably end up doing 3 nights a week. So I'll have that like all day, you know, wake up in the morning, go on a run, come back, shower, eat, yada yada yada, bang out some total Pokemon. You know, it's perfect. And so, and I mean, when I'm on break at work, I can be fucking, you know, jotting down ideas for, you know, the new episodes and shit. So it's gonna be awesome. And like I definitely want at least TPI to be concluded before the end of 2016. I know it's kind of weird saying that now because it's like April, but like, you know, I started in like early November last year, and then my upload schedule has been kind of inconsistent. So it's like I intend on getting a bulk of the episodes done like over the summer, and it's gonna be a lot easier, definitely. And so that is, yeah. So we're special episode ideally this weekend. Episode 11 ideally next weekend, and then after that I'm gonna go, or rather, not right after that, but like once I move back home, you know, going balls to the walls, working on it, because I'm having fun. I'm having fun with it. I really am, and I've been like kind of frustrated that I haven't been able to do as much work on the series as I would have wanted to. Like at this point, like I wish I was done with like 20 episodes by now, but I'm only done with 10, and like that was frustrating. But over the summer, I'm definitely gonna have a lot more time to make the content and like record and stuff. So watch out for that. And also one thing that I noticed is that over like the past like week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I've been seeing like a steady little increase in my views, and I'm liking that. I'm really digging that. Like I'm looking forward to when my most viewed video, which is episode 1 of TPI, I'm looking forward to when that hits 1,000 views, because it's at like high 600 or low 700, something like that. So I'm really looking forward to when that hits 1,000, and I'm at like 49 subscribers right now, so that that's good too. And but also, I feel like I say this every time, um, that this is where I need your guys' help. If you're a fan of Total Pokemon, and if you have a friend who is a fan of Total Pokemon, and you like my stuff, show your friend, please. Like, if anything else, just like send the word out. Like I see. Here's the thing: is like I don't really like doing this part of the show, because I don't want to sound like I'm begging and be like, please, I just want to. I'm just a 16-year-old rapper trying to get noticed. I know nobody's gonna give me a listen, but if you could, if anybody has the heart, you've seen posts like that, like on rap videos and stuff. it's kind of it's kind of a bad example, but like you know what I mean, like trying to play the pity card. Like, I know no one's gonna give me a view, but if you have the heart, please please give me a view and a like and a subscribe and a subscribble. Like, I don't want to sound like I'm begging, but like if you like the stuff, and if you know somebody who likes the stuff, show them the stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and if they want to subscribe, that's awesome. And if they like it and they want to subscribe, it's awesome. And if they don't, then that's fine too. And yeah, so the goal is to, like, I'd like to hit 100 subs before the end of the summer. I mean, because ideally I'll either be done with TPI, or I'll almost be done with TPI. So I'll have a lot more episodes, and a lot, like, my sample content will be greater, if you will. And yeah, so that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. But gotta take things one step at a time. Bonus episode, episode 11. My plan is to see. I'm not sure exactly when I'm gonna be able to record episode 11 and this bonus episode, because I don't know if I just did it right now, but you might have heard that I'm sniffing a little bit, and I'm feeling a little under the weather right now. So I'm doing my best to get a lot of sleep, and just try to like clear up my voice and my sinuses and all that good stuff, because I can't really like do the same inflection that I normally do, like with the girls' voices and stuff like that. So that is kind of, that has also been something that's been preventing me from making the episode. Is that I've been feeling this way for like a week and a half or something like that. So I'm just trying to get better right now, and that's another thing with the voices. I think it was like 2 comments, like in the same day, or like within 2 or 3 days of each other, that were like you need voice actors, and I was like, bruh, because see, I think the problem is that because I agree is that a lot of my characters do kind of sound alike. So I've been trying to I've been doing my best to make them sound different. Like at first, Sandshrew and Charmander sounded almost identical, but I've been really working to have Charmander have more of like a sort of like a young cool guy, like hey, how's it going? Versus uh, Sandshrew, I want him to have sort of like a deeper voice, oh hey, how are you, stuff like that, and for the girls, obviously it's just at a higher pitch, but um, the point is I'm working on it. If a character's voice sort of just grets steadily just changes a little bit um over the course of the season, that is not cause for alarm. I mean, it would be one thing if one day Charmander was like, "Hey guys, how's it going?" And the next episode he's like, "Oh, back in Mother Russia, we used to fight bear every day." I wouldn't do that. But if if I in the case of Sandshrew, it used to be Charmander be like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And Sandshrew be like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And then Sandshrew, I'm sort of working deepening his voice, so "Hey, how's it going?" Stuff like that. I'm gonna Nuzleaf, I'm gonna make you an offer that you can't refuse, and stuff like that. So that's really my thing with the voices, and I mean, who knows? I feel like for season one, I'm 10 episodes in. It might be a little too late to sort of have people hop on board for the project and be like, "Yo, you want to voice act?" But who knows for season two? You never know. Maybe I will get some voice actors. Then who'll be laughing? I will. That's right. And is that it? Is that all I have to talk about? I think that is. So that is gonna do it for today's edition of Total Pokemon Talks. Like I said numerous times, because I like to repeat myself. Bonus episode coming up, ideally this Sunday, and then super special episode. Well, not super special. It's just episode 11 coming up the next weekend, Saturday or Sunday, and then it's the summer. Summer is the time to let go and be free. So I will be chained to my laptop making Total Pokemon. No, it's not a bad thing though. I really enjoy it. I really do. I like making the PowerPoints and all that stuff. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and I'm glad that you guys are having fun with it too. So, um, thank you guys for listening. If you listen to the whole video, you're the man. Keep it up. Um, so thank you for listening, and I will see you guys next time for the super special bonus episode starring a very familiar face. I will see you guys next time. Peace.